little things that add up make a difference. And when you talk about conference football, certainly that's going to be important. You talk about a series like this, which typically is pretty hard fought and pretty close. It's going to make a difference. And really, it's kind of illustrative of our team right now. We've had 3 games where we've come up short. 2 of them, 1 touchdown, the other one, less than that. So those are the things that we're going to have to improve on. We're going to have to find a way to do a little bit better, be a little bit more detailed, and find a way to make a few more plays during the course of the game so we can swing the outcome. I'll throw it out.
With the run game, you guys had some success early on. Second half didn't seem like the holes opened up as much. From your vantage point, what was the difference?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the answer right this second, but first half we moved the ball pretty well. We had good drives, sustained drives, and moved it. Didn't come up with points the first 2 possessions, but moved it into the wind. Did a good job that way, and the second half was clearly something different. We got off to a really slow start. First 4 or 5 possessions, I believe it was, and then got a little traction there to get back in the game. But there's ebb and flow in a game certainly, but it comes down to details, and both teams playing hard.
What did the lack of a running game, or what does that do to your play calling? What did that do to your play calling today?
We're a better football team when we can run the ball efficiently. That's always been that way, and that is our plan. Will continue to be our plan. So we're going to try to do a better job there. And then we got to do a little bit better job making plays that are makeable. The ones that if we have an opportunity to catch the football, we got to do it. And I think we had the 1 turnover today. So we got to try to avoid that. And it looked like a miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. So, and then we still went ahead and threw it. So those are the kind of things that you have to erase if you're going to be able to win football games.
Speaking of the first half offense, 7 first drives this year, 0 points. Seems like it's a recurring theme that you're not cashing in early. Do you see a reason for that?
Well, like I said, I think during the bye week, 2 of them were turnovers, and then this time we got stopped on downs. So, we moved the ball. We took it, whatever it was, 80 yards or, I don't know, 70, not 80, obviously, we would have scored. But we moved the ball in that first drive, but, got to finish drives, that's part of the deal.
Kirk, you think your defense deserved a little better today?
That's how football goes, so if we had, held them to 1 less point in regulation, we'll win the game. So, some days it's going to be like that, other days it's going to go the other way, and bottom line is, you either play good enough to win or you don't, and that's what we got to figure out a way to do that a little bit better.
What's the status of Josie and Brandon going forward, and why were they out today?
I'm sorry,
why were they out today?
Yeah, they're both obviously injured, carryover from 2 weeks ago. So, fortunately we didn't have a game last week. I thought Josie might have an opportunity, to perform today. He didn't pass the test, so we dressed him out and all that, but we knew he wasn't going to play the football game. And Brandon, same thing. It's residual from 2 weeks ago, and we'll just take that week by week. But hopefully we'll get those guys back soon. I think Josie's got the best chance to get back the quickest.
James Butler close. He dressed today.
He dressed. He practiced this week. He's got to get used to that brace, and we really haven't had an opportunity to see him handle that. So there's an adjustment period. Just even taking the ball is a little bit of a difference for him. So we'll see. I don't know how we're going to test it full speed, but we'll figure that out, and then we get him back somewhere in the near future.
So Brandon was injured against Illinois, and do you feel like you rushed him back then with his knee?
No. What happened is players wake up Sunday. Sometimes, they leave the stadium fine and they come back Sunday and they've got some issues. So it's not uncommon. He's going to work back from it, and hopefully we'll get him back either next week or the week after.
What's your sense of the frustration level on the offensive line and the entire offense in general?
Well, I think there'd be a lot of frustration today. We didn't get enough points to win the football game. So, it's just part of football when you're not moving it consistently enough. We had some really good drives today, and give them credit. They got a tough defense. They play good defensive football. So, but we didn't execute consistently enough, and we're gonna have to eliminate some. I think there were a couple of errors, mental errors up front, missed assignments, however you want to paraphrase that. A couple drops. Those things are the things that stop drives, and if we're gonna be able to sustain drives and then finish drives, we have to play a little bit cleaner.
Have you had a chance to talk to Noah yet? And when you do, what are you going to say to him? What can you say to him?
Well, in terms of
just catching the ball and the tough last play.
I mean, he's doing a lot of really good things for us, and it's probably illustrative of our football team right now. We're not quite there yet, and when you're not quite there, you come up short, be it by a touchdown or and this one was a touchdown in overtime. So, you know, that's part of this process, and hopefully, you know, he's done a lot of really good things, and I think that's illustrative of our team too. We're seeing a lot of really positive things out there. So you got to play through those, and you know, nobody's more disappointed than him on that. But we didn't lose a game on that. But there are a lot of plays you can go back and look at. And maybe as big as any was the quarterback scramble on where it was 3rd and forever, and the guy, you know, made a good run on that one. So, and it wasn't like anybody was, you know, we didn't blow that. The guy just made a really good play. So that's a tough deal.
Were you surprised they went for so many 4th downs? I mean, they fouled the play counts that way. It really seemed hard for them.
No, not really. I mean, you know, this end of the field, I think I'm on the right end, right? You know, this end of the field is tricky. I mean, good luck kicking a field goal. You could do it, but it wasn't exactly money in the bank on that one. So I think that factored into everybody's thinking today.
On the in overtime, when it was 3rd and 9 or whatever it was, and they had to hit Jackson, and he goes for 23. Looked like there was some miscommunication between Neiman and one of your defensive backs, where he kind of got, you know, shoved at the last second inside, and then Jackson went outside on him. I mean, what kind of happened there with the coverage?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't cover him well enough, and he's a really good football player, and as you might imagine, he was one of the guys we were focused on in this ball game. I think we did a decent job trying to contain him, but that was a big play, and you know, this guy's a, you know, I don't want to call him Hall of Fame player, but he is at Northwestern, and you know, good players make good plays. He certainly did on that one.
Big play, I think, was that 80-yard punt. Josh seemed to have a couple times where he didn't field the punt.
Yeah.
What do you have? Is there an
Two
issue
things
there?
on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy just nailed it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so that kind of throws your charts off a little bit. And then you get a tough sun right there too. So those two things, you know, make it tough. And it was a huge play for them.